I'm not muted. Good morning, my good people. Good morning. Nakia Harris, good morning. Tasha Bella, Michelle, morning. Asaya Quill, Wanda Smith. And if y'all don't know who Asaya Quill, that's AKA Mama Quill. Debbie Clark, good morning. Let me get my share game out the way, beautiful people. Let me see the new VIP room. Flint Casket is in the building. Meat Freaks Barbecue. Kobe Fatty, aka Elizabeth P. Finney, Monica Software, John Campbell, good morning. Avis Hopkins, okay, we got Renee Jackson, that's my sister from the Shy. Avis Hopkins, Kendrick Jones, Mimi Connor. What's up, Trevor? Uh, no, I was here, Trevor, man. Y'all smash that like button as you coming in. Let me get my share. Rhonda Akins, Mr. Thomas, I ain't going. How y'all beautiful people doing? And Carolyn Hendricks, I gotta say it twice. Michelle Smith, aka Ann. Now, Ann, you hear me saying your name, Ann. My good brother Marcus Fielder tapping in from Fairfield, California. Shooting the blank T. What it do, abundant faith. Good morning. How everybody doing this glorious, wonderful morning that we have been awakened to? Unapologetic, good morning. Lydia McNeely, good morning. Marcia A. Tarver, that's the family. That's some of my West Side family tapping in. Robert Sheeran, good morning. Georgia boy, top of the morning to you. Let me send this thing out to different people who might like us. You know, as you start moving around, Lanita Murray, good morning. The beautiful Deborah Luna, morning. As you moving around, you start seeing different things. It ain't all the way right. But how everybody doing this wonderful morning? Marshall Green, we got RJ Cat in the building. What it do, RJ? What's good with it? I gotta send this out to the family. There's still some people who like us. New one, what's good? Carol Kincaid, Latoya Collins, Emma Williams, and we got Sherry Allen and Tasha Lynn tapping in. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna figure it out today. We're gonna figure it out. It's been a lot of rigmarole, as Uncle says, been a lot of rigmarole. Vicente Dave in the building. Good morning. And if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry, but I will try to go back and look if I miss y'all. If I did, I'm sorry, but let me know. If I missed you, I'll come back and say it. And we're going to send this thing out to everybody that need to hear it. Because I'm the one here. I know everybody else be so late. I ain't going to say nothing. This right here is just madness. But here we is as and my good brother Elliot and tapped in. What's up, Miss Beverly Biggs? Unc, what's up, Unc? There's a lot of rigmaroling going on here. Lorna, good morning to you. Good morning. It's a Sandra Nichols Martin. Good morning. There's a lot of rigmarole going on. And I don't like it. What's up, Concrete Jungle in the building? Show love. Smash that like button like Miss D would say. Smash that like button. We got JoJo in the building. What's up, JoJo? And JoJo tapping in from Flint, Poison City, USA. So don't believe what the EPA saying everything is good. Don't believe them. Michael B, what it do? Don't believe what they saying that the water is good. I'm telling you, I can't keep throwing my boy Boone up under the bus. What's up, Bonnie Vanner tapping in? Said been sick, but the shows are great. I'm glad everyone. Let me see. Y'all listen. Bonnie. Prayers in a speedy recovery, beloved. Speedy recovery, beloved. Morning from New Orleans. Been sick, but the shows are great. I'm glad everyone can work together against evil. Sister Taliba was a breath of fresh air last night, wasn't she? Even though I had to fall out with him, every blue moon, I be having to, I got to put my foot down. Claude Banks, good morning. I see Denise then tapped in. And this the beautiful one from Georgia. Good morning, Denise. Good morning. I see no games then tapped in. Good morning, Lawana Terry. Good morning, Classy K. Good morning. Salty Chef, my brother, coming in from Saskatchewan, Canada. What part of the world is you in right now, Salty Chef? You back in Canada or is you on the other side of the globe? Thank you, Carolyn Hendricks. I be trying to put everything I could do. It's hard doing this by myself. You know what I'm saying? It's hard doing this by myself, but I do this for y'all. Tony Terry, good morning, good brother, tapping in from the Miami-Dade County. If y'all don't know what that is, it's 305. That is Miami-Dade County. The way they playing up here, we might be having to relocate. Merck 76, good morning. Miss Lewis, good morning. Jeff Johnson, what it do, my good brother? I've been on Tito, Jeff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been on Tito. But I'm finna get back. Tito ain't called me. Said, Tito, if you watching, I sent this to you. We got to handle business, Tito. You know you left with that. Get that together, Tito. K. Michelle, good morning. Okay, so he back in Canada. But I don't know. Tito probably, Jeff, we gonna get that to you, brother. If I gotta go down there and fall out with John myself, I promise that we gonna get that to you. If I got to go down to New Jersey and gotta, how Tony said, I got to go down there and kick a few heinies around and get it understanding who running things. Christy Coleman, good morning. Jazzy Melanie, good morning. For sure. What's up, Tanya Jones? Good morning. Tito, I sent this show to you. Get that together. Get that together and send a little extra with it. You know how to do it, Tito. Damn, man, you got me looking bad this morning, Tito. Jonathan Joy, good morning. Yeah, Tito probably was. That casket pushing Tito did, and y'all know Tito smoked cigarettes, so it was hard on Tito. Tito probably just not getting his lungs together right now. That's why I say the revolution, we ain't in shape to throw no revolution. If they had to hike 3 miles, we're done. But we getting that together, though, Jeff. Damn that. Tito. It's a 911. Linda Coos, good morning. Thanks for tapping in. But as y'all can see, I'm not going to lie to y'all. Went to stayed up late, had some Taco Bell. Stomach ain't all the way right, but she coming. She coming. I mean, I would probably ate some Taco Bell too last night. Like yesterday was a fantastic day to me. I mean, to put on 2 good shows. 2 good shows. It take a lot to put on something like that together when you ain't got no help. Let me see what Loud Room React said. Jason says, F that. This is Jedediah's movement. Jedediah said this is Flint's movement. Hey, listen, it's gonna go together like butter and popcorn. Once you put it together, it's gonna taste good. Even though I wouldn't advise people to mess with that high cholesterol, but I'm just saying what it is. I'm just saying what it is. How hot is it? You talking to Charles? Got that. Jason said, okay, Jed is the face of the movement. Jed said Flint is the face of the movement. They both saying the same thing. It's just on how people might look at that. They both saying the same thing. Jed was the face to get it going, but Flint is the movement. That's all. That's all it is. Jed was the face to get it going, but Flint is the movement. He been telling people, I can't do more than what y'all want me to do. You know, they got to stand out there too. With me, it's so wicked here, it's unbelievable. You know, a lot of things was uncovered. Oh, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, good morning. I'm good. I am good. You know what? Any day the good Lord wake you up, it's a blessing. Taz Montana, I see them tapped in from the 313. And that's T from the D. Juju Lamar, what it do? Hey, listen, man, I'll tell you the women will inspire you to do a lot of things. Not that I agree with everything, because there's a lot of my ops she was big up in yesterday. Then it had me, I was almost in tears. Almost in tears. Barb H., and that's Barb Harrington, good morning. Jawan Jackson, good morning. Now, y'all know it was, Taliba, I keep telling y'all be sleeping on the sisters, man. The sisters really be having and be really they be into the trenches with it. You know, it be us brothers who really can't get it together. Not all, but some of us. Not all, but some of us. But I think what they did last night was because I got so many calls. I've been still getting calls. I was talking to a wise brother this morning, and me and him was having a conversation, and he was just telling me how proud of Sister Taliba he was. And I made a mistake last night and didn't spell her full name, and I put Taliba. It should have been Sister. I should have put Taliba. I left a few letters off her name, and that's my mistake. But I will get it right. Miss Spring Heron, good morning. Cassandra Scott, good morning. But nah, like I said, I got so many calls, so many people, you know what I'm saying, that was like, that sister, like I said, and she went light. I think she could have got deeper. Deborah Luna with the $5 super chat. Y'all know it's $5 Friday. Y'all know what time it is. I know she coming. She gonna come. But yesterday I can say was like I liked it both shows yesterday, you know. You got a lot of things cleared up. Angela Lynette, good morning. Hey, did Mays leave his impression on a lot of people? That's when you know when you can show the greatness of an individual, man. When did you how many people that you heard that Mays that touched for the little time that they had, the people who had, like I said, I knew of them, but I wasn't hanging around them like that. Like I said, but I will say this: every time I came to council, he would be one of the council people who would come out with me and my cousin would be always down there. He the only one Teresa, good morning. He the only one that would be like, hey, how you doing? This how you like council so far? Like how he would engage with the with his residents. You know what I'm saying? So with him even no more being the physical presence, but the spirit presence, you can see how his spirit touched so many people where they still talking about Mays right now, how he made them or how some want to fight. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see, I mean, I wish we had more like that on the council. I ain't saying they got to be high Mays, but use some of the skills, the tools that you seen how he did and put it on the floor. You know, so like I said, Mays and touch. That's how you can really measure a man or let's say measure individual because could be man or woman on how people speak on them when they no longer amongst us. That's when you know what's really, you know what I'm saying? Like people far in there was inspired by Mays. So that's like show me some other ones like that they inspire people are gonna say they've been inspired and not lying. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Georgia Mays brought you here. Like I said, we met people, ran into a lot of people because of Mays. Oh, Miss Laura, hey, a blessing, been a blessing. I love people who don't really bite their tongue or nothing. Like you speak your piece, you know what I'm saying? As you give it, you should be able to take it, you know. So that's just my little 2 cents. Nothing more, nothing less on that. But the fight is still real. Hey, and I'm glad Christy Coleman Mays did bring y'all here. That's why we try to keep y'all entertained with also giving the truth to y'all. Hey, Lumi, facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, and we try the best to do what we keep doing. We try the best to do what we keep doing. See what I'm saying with Mays? This another one. Salty chef. Damn, Mays brought this white guy from Canada to care about Flint like family. That's what I'm saying. That's when blessings. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying. You ain't got to pat yourself on your back. Your work gonna show yourself. So when people gotta say this, I don't really go with your work or show itself. You don't gotta toot your own horn. If I do something for you, I ain't gonna throw it up. I do it out of the kindness. Detroit boy, good morning. Did Rose call? You have to ask Winters that. You know what? When Winters get here, we'll talk about that phone call. But like I said, it was, because I don't want to. I don't want to. Hey, John Campbell, thank you. John said he came in. His farewell tour brought him here from New Jersey. Hey, thank you for tapping in. Eartha Logan, good morning. Good morning. Hey, Winters, don't come on here. I'm going to block you if you come on here lying this morning. I know why you was late. And I already gave what it was. You can't come on here and change out what I done already said. It was the Taco Bell. You had an upset stomach because of both of the shows. I told her, like, it was just, it took a lot of us. I got up late this morning. That show, like I said, it was two powerful shows yesterday. I didn't think we could pull it off. Look, my brother Lumi from 954 South Florida, Broward County, in the chat, in case y'all missing where he from. Bishop in the building. Maze told you to come from behind that camera. Yeah, he said a lot of things, Bishop. I ain't gonna lie. But what really brought me behind the camera, as you can see, is somebody that's late. I was thrust in the infant stage. I wasn't ready to come out there yet from behind the camera. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't ready to come. AB, good morning. He tapping in from the 854 Panama City Beach. Y'all listen, the Sunshine State love us. I can see that right now. Don't you do that, Winters. I'm already. Let me get past that. I gotta block you now, Winters. You in timeout because you don't listen. 999 super chat from Eleanor Wicker. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Hey, Javier, I thank y'all for tuning in. Mickey, good morning. Yesterday was so peaceful and spiritual. It sure was. I think, you know what? I think a lot of good came out of yesterday. And I think some of the things that on the last show with Sister Taliba that, you know what I'm saying, that brought us on home. You know how you have like a relay team? The first show with Mr. Davis was like the handoff. And you know, like the last runner to come on, bring it on in, that's what Taliba was last night. She took that baton and brought us on across the finish line. I'm telling you, brought us on across the finish line. And you know what? And because I don't want people just to look at I have to do what I have to do, RJ Cat. I got a show. I'm running things over here. I got to show them I don't play neither. But y'all gonna get this. Like I say, as y'all seeing, you wouldn't miss. Like I said, Taliba gave y'all such a small little hint of what she can really cook. And I think y'all. Oh, you know what? I'm still working. I got to work some things out with her crew and my crew. Because right now, our crews that really been bumping heads. But it's really been me bumping heads with they crew. You know what I'm saying? I'm working out the logistics and everything. I'm working out the logistics. Because it take a lot, to put these shows together. It take a lot. So when she's ready, it'll be on the road. I think it would be such a blessing. Especially what she brought yesterday. And you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of things. I'm going to say this. If y'all really, you know what? I got to get the women their flowers. The women be so stumped down. I don't know what it really be, with the brothers. I really believe if we can get out of our machismo and you know what I'm saying, really put our differences to the side, I think we really can probably fix a lot of these problems that we got going on right now. Hey Tay, and and I agree with you. The women is leading the movement because I done see when men be getting ready to get walked out by the police, it be the women jumping up. You know what I'm saying? Taking the fight on, but we just got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like yesterday could have derailed everything that was being worked on. Let me see, Sister Renee. I got you, no problem. Let me see. Let me see. A lot of things could have been derailed. I got you, sister. I got you. Oh, facts. Oh, I didn't see. You know what? The comments was coming. What's up, Shardy Shard? Thanks for tapping in. I really do think, like I said, like coming down to council, I feel like Isaiah Thomas, good morning. I'm just saying, because would it be, I think, so much madness that we've been having going on that things like how the EPA came out here and played. That was crazy. We should have been more talking about that. And this is why that march with Jed is trying to do is so important. You got the EPA coming out. The EPA coming out saying the water good, and you got people telling you how the water's still smelling, how bad it is. Now make that make sense. Like, and then you seeing the different media putting it out there, and ain't nobody calling to check. Like I said, I was talking to a brother this morning when we was just talking about that situation with the EPA. Like, and you see the petty beefs we be having amongst each other, and that should have been like the highlight on what's going on. This is why that casket was needed. All the stuff that you seeing that's going on is why these things are needed. This is why all these things is needed. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Like with anybody, Felicia Martinez, thanks for tapping in, showing love from sending love from Jersey, and we gonna accept it up here. Thank you, Felicia. And you know what I'm saying? This is why you needed a Jedediah. And I get it. Like even with the Fires John situation, I get it. People gonna have their opinions on how it is, but when you see people who is coming here, and I felt Maurice, I'm telling you how anybody might feel. Like just being a man, if you feel like, and I call it like marketing. Like if you feel, well, you feel like if somebody is slighting you, so you only gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? And I think what it was the miscommunication that got put out. Hey, you know what, Jonathan Joy? Yesterday, and I'm gonna be honest with you, yesterday exposed a lot of stuff. It won't be me spraying that good brother Lumi. I'm just saying I'm just saying I mean a lot of stuff showed got it, you know what I'm saying, God did. And I do agree with you, Jonathan Joy. I agree with you. Like it's a lot of things but see, this be a lot of the stuff that be going behind the scene that people don't be knowing. Why like what keep a lot of stuff going on. Chris Caleb, hey, you know what? I can understand what you're saying. No, someone was lying. Yeah, but this is the thing. Tanya Magnum, good morning. This why you got to be careful what you can do. People can be easily manipulated. Like I'm telling you, with these seats, when these people when these seats and when things don't go right, you see how stuff, like that. How I'm gonna say it without Elijah Green. Good morning. Um, and you know what? No, Jonathan, I agree with you. I'm trying to do it what I don't want to be disrespectful or like slight somebody. I just want to be honest about it. Sweet cupcake on break. Good morning. With the see what, and I think, and I put this on the mayor. I'm being a little hesitant on what I put this on the mayor, but you also got to blame the individuals. Sometimes these people be wanting, and you never know. See, this mayor come in, I donate this to you. I contribute this to you. And people be taking this and not understand. I'm not saying nobody took nothing. I'm just saying Renetta the Goddess, good morning. Shantae, good morning. I'm just saying how easy people can be falling into manipulation. Let's go back to the ENA board. Ambassador, like I was Eddie Gray, good morning, good brother. Like I was me and his wise brother was talking this morning. We like the ENA board member becoming an ambassador. It's not part of the charter. When you seeing people disregard that because being this the mayor, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for the mayor. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because the mayor called you, like me, I would be different. And this was this brother was enlightened me. You couldn't just call me and tell me anything. And I'm not knocking nobody. You couldn't call. I'm not gonna take, like, I just wouldn't take no money just because because I need this. And that's what it really showed. Like, the mayor can call you and you'll go ahead, and you know what I'm saying. And I'm not talking about Mr. Maurice Davis by far as the mayor calling him. To me, that was a threat that he got did to him. When you call and threaten, you ain't gonna do this and that, like all that, the back and forth. Then it was gonna be canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Jed ain't said it was canceled, couldn't nobody cancel it. And the man came on and said, "You can use my stage." You know, and then however it went down, like I say, Winters, because she did get a response. So when she get her, I'll let her explain it to you. Donnell Meredith, good morning. But that right there, like, that's why I say you cannot elect people who not gonna fight. I don't want nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can be you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I'm not in no position to gain nothing. I'm probably more in a position to lose everything. But you know what I'm saying? Like how that whole debacle went down. You know what I'm saying? I just think, Michael Cooley, good morning. And that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. Greenwood, Mississippi. That's what my good brother Michael Cooley from the 662. Ain't nobody looking at that was a direct threat. Like, you know what I'm saying? We missing this, and I get it. Right, and that's what I'm saying. But I get it when you gonna lose something. Like, until you able to lose something, you don't know what might be going down. Then people don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And you, like I say, like the man said, until you get in that seat, you ain't gonna know. And anytime you take money from somebody, believe me, nah, you know what? No name. You know what? I'm not gonna say it was no whoop whoop. When you be up under the gun, no name, don't nobody know how they gonna react. And you know what I'm saying? And I understand what he was saying. I understand both parties. I understand when he was saying, listen, you can use the stage. Right. I mean, what it is to me, this mayor doing everything. He don't want that protest to go on. He do not want the protest to go on. You know, he don't want that protest. He don't want that protest to go on since Jed came. You know what I'm saying? And it's like here the like I guess the residents like I'm not gonna say all, because there's people be coming down there, man, who be trying to sit up here, but you can't get the collective to go like they once go because they see too much division. Linda Chilton, good morning. For Nitro Junkie 55, I believe you. But it's somehow we got to figure out to get out our own way. It's some kind of way we got to figure to get out our own way to even solve this problem. And I do believe past and current administrations sides have messed this thing up because they act like they gangbangers right now. And I'm not saying both sides. ain't did this mayor ain't did no right, but I'm just saying both have played part into why this city is so divided with each other. Both sides have played such a major part to where we can't even get it together. What up, Sean Sims? No, they do. And Jed been telling them he need more people. I'm just shook that Flint. If Jed could get 200, why? Like like why? It just amazes me that these people can sit here and it's cool. It's comfortable what's going on. It's unbelievable. I'm not with him because you can't be held accountable because you black. I'm not. I don't fall up under that code. I don't go with that neither because you family. If you doing wrong, you get talked about, but you might get talked about in some of the best manner, not the worst manner. But I'm just saying some of this is just madness was going on. Madness. I get it. Don't nobody want to be caught up. Y'all don't be knowing. You know what? Nah, you know what? Loud room reacts. I'm not gonna say that. I can't really. You know, I ain't gonna say that because the man ain't never charged. I'm more looking at it. Hey, Jonathan Joy, you want something right there? We don't know. See, this the thing that you don't know. You don't know. You don't know who didn't talk to who. You know what I'm saying? But the man came on here and said he didn't say it was shut down. Now, however that conversation got, when it got back to other people, when it got back to Jedediah, you heard what Jedediah said. He said he was, and this man was on the show. Maurice was on the show and said he didn't say that. Like right now, that's why I say people need to go back. Michelle Young, good morning. People really need to do their due diligence now on seeing who you gonna vote for in 2026. And this mean everything. They need to go back and really do. But you know what, Crystal Monique, you right about that. That's why I think when they was able to talk the second time when Jed called back in and had a clear understanding, because temperatures was high. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the call last night. I got the call last night. I mean the night before when what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I understood what he was saying. I said earlier in the city hall with a deep. I didn't know I said that, Sean. Did I say that? Let me see. Let me see what Allen said. It said you and all was Jed is about to put Flint back on the map. I mean Flint back on America mine relating to the contaminants of water. And so the EPA and the mayor is trying to get in front. Hey, Allen, it is. As you can see, he got his people out here working. Don't nobody care about. It ain't no big thing about the water. Just look at it. I mean, it blew my mind when I seen some of the so-called independent editorials highlighting what the EPA said. It messes me up when you can see how they highlighting the mayor did this. Javier, okay. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think. But see, this is nothing new. This was me and his brother was talking about. Me and his brother was talking about earlier. I'm gonna say this wise man we was talking about earlier. This ain't nothing new with the playbook that they use, and this ain't nothing new. This the same playbook they've been using. They get people come in that can disrupt what's going on. Shantae Rollins, good morning. And as you can see, I don't think people know how to tell who agency is right now. How can some be going so, you know what I'm saying, can be almost blew out of heaven? And I don't want to say nothing, you know what I'm saying, negative about Rose or nothing. But right now, that whole debacle, that dinner could have became a debacle was terrible. Was really terrible. You know what, Miss this mayor playing cold blooded though, Miss Eartha Logan. He playing cold blooded. Maurice ain't came on here and tell y'all before that the mayor said his gloves was off. His gloves was off. Ain't this man that came on here and said it. Don't y'all know how much he said publicly they can use it if they want to use it. You know what? We really didn't. All we can go by is what the brother said when he was on here. But he did say when he came on in, when he left afterwards, said they can use it. But you know what I'm saying? This man, Maurice, done been put through it all. Like people might gotta take you down memory lane. This man and then they tried to have all his vehicles towed off his spot. This man coming over, he tell y'all what they trying to take. I get it. A lot of people say what they can't do. This ain't by law they can't do this, but they play by different laws up here. Thank you, Christy Coleman. I ain't trying to throw her up on the bus, James. I just said I'll wait till Winters get here before she can call. I said I don't know. It was two sides. All we going by was what Maurice said. You know what I'm saying? I would never throw her up on the bus, but I said I'll wait because Winters had a conversation with her. But it was something that was said, one saying they didn't, one saying they did. That's not throwing nobody up under the bus. That's just putting out there what it really is, what went down. Somehow a flyer was made and it was said it wasn't going to be. It was going to be it. Maurice came on here and said they can use the stage. See Maurice on here right now. Here it go again. Maurice said they can use the stage anytime. What up, B. Marie? That ain't, you know what I'm saying? He said he can use the stage at any time. Jed had got a call and said he couldn't use the stage. It wasn't going to be able to be used. But that all, you know what I'm saying? That part he said it was, so that ain't nothing. But I understood what he was saying. He didn't want to be dragged and threw up under the bus. And that's how, people gonna feel how they gonna feel. He didn't want to be threw up under the bus. And I get that. But only them two know what really the conversation was. But if the man came on here and said publicly they can use it, that means they can use it. So what was put out there was a false narrative that it couldn't be used no more. And that's what really started the misunderstanding. Oh yeah, but you know what, Nancy? It was never a Maurice event. It was always going to be. It was Jed who was doing this. He wanted the people in Flint you know what I'm saying, to come. Really, the Flint people should have been in this the whole time. No, he just came on here and said he can use it. That's what I'm saying. But that's when you're dealing with the top mayor, he keeping really the confusion going on. Because if it wasn't no big thing, he shouldn't be calling nobody anyway. You know what I'm saying? This mayor saying, oh, it was threat. Maurice even asked Jed yesterday for it could be on air. What was the purpose for this? And said what it was. The mayor called him and lied, said his life was threatened. But hell, his wife got in the news. The news put it out there. Oh no, no, Nancy. I didn't say you wasn't saying what you saying wasn't actual. No, what you said. You only repeated what you heard, and that's what he did say. Hmm. Nah, you know what, Mr. Davis? You said what you like. He just said, and I'll put it up here for we won't keep going back. He never said they could not use the stage, and that's why I think where the disconnect came from. But it's all together now. Miss Karaja Smith, good morning. But like I said, you gonna always have things like this. Ain't nothing new. You don't think when ML King them was putting things together, they had people. You know what I'm saying? You don't never think it'd be behind movements when they get it going. It's gonna be problems up in there. But that's just how it is. They ain't gonna want to see everybody. That's even with this election. People got who they want. Now, you know what, James? We've been said that. Now I can agree with you with that. Oh, Michael Cooley. I feel you on that one too. But you know what? That's why you have to be careful who you dealing with. Like with this mayor, he gonna try anything to disrupt. Why you think he calling people, trying to get stuff, keep stuff going down? You know, a lot of times we don't see what's really going behind the scenes. Why even put it out, even in the news, with your wife saying you being threatened? That's what I'm saying. Maybe this generation didn't know what protesting was. And I was so happy that Miss Claire McClinton had showed to put an article up on Facebook to show you this wasn't the first time caskets was used. It was just people got mad because they looked at they was defending their friend. And this what it was. Everybody I was talking to was defending they was was defending a friend. They ain't tripping on the water bad, people dying. That ain't the big issue. They was more worrying about the casket. Oh, Jed out of towner. Oh, it got the outsiders coming in. Who you think coming to do business? Is them not outsiders coming to do business? Them I didn't know Ashley Capital was from Flint. I don't know a lot of these businesses that's coming in that's doing business is from Flint. Right. Right, shooting it. Yeah, he using scare tactics. That's why we so that's why it's so right now we still having that's why right now we still having the problems that we having. And I'm it should have been more of a celebration that AC and Miss Beverly Biggs moved on to the next round. But yet they worrying about a protest. This what this mayor more worrying about, a protest. Right, I'm with you, Classy K. It was just that wasn't nothing because in the end the good still came out of it. The thing's still on. They can still use it. Let me see what Classy K said. Let's keep the main. Let's keep the main thing. The main thing. Don't let Neely use this as a play and in the background seeing how they can rig a write in for LaShawn, a write in win for LaShawn. It's not over to Biggs is elected. Facts, facts. And that's why you needed somebody like Jason, we the people. Because look how they been going down there throwing people out. Liddell Denner crashed out because she couldn't get her way. Hey, Mark, I believe you. Like I said, I believe you. The whispering lie tactic is how W. Stanley got recalled and Reaver got recalled. Someone starts misinformation and is believed right away. I'm glad 810 is there to shed the light. 810 was the difference. Hey, Mark Hutchinson, me too. But like I say, sometimes it get to like if you cool with people. Like I've been saying, the friends, brothers, and in-laws. When people be cool with people. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get, listen, man, Quincy, we family. Well, I still had to get on here and go with the disagreement. I didn't agree with none of that. I did that. But a lot of people would be like, that's your family. You can't call them out. That's what we get into. A lot of people get out because this is my friend. That's why I'm telling y'all. When I was in the grocery store arguing, when I was arguing, not the grocery store, when I was at the farmer's market, I was arguing with people because they was defending. I'm just going rambling. I was arguing with people about. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. You know what? You just bad as the mayor. Lie. I can tell that y'all was in that crew together. No, I can just tell. You know how no accountability. You see how you put that on your mama? It was my mama. That's what the mayor do. You know what? He schooled y'all well. I can say that. That line, little ninja, got y'all coming in here not on time. Not on time. You know I ain't never been this late unless I called in late. Sometimes I just be wondering.
You know what? Just go ahead. Just go ahead and talk about what you was talking about. I ain't gotta
I'm
talk.
gonna go back like Neely. I'm gonna be like Neely. I'm finna be having switching people in and out. Like he got to get rid of all his people. That's how I'm gonna be in a minute.
You don't
I'm
have
already
nobody.
who don't have nobody.
You.
You know how many people I got ready to bust through that door, ready
And
to
I
come
know
on
they
in.
ready to bust through, but they gonna bust right back out.
No, 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 no,
They
no.
can't handle the pressure that come along with 18. We've seen that. Many have come, and they have not came back twice. Once they get that call and say your grant gonna dry up, they don't come back no more. Should
I
we
see
get
you
the name
being
and
messy
name?
already.
I'm just saying. You know it's the truth.
Mm-mm. I don't even want to hear about it. Like you like I
Well,
don't
don't
know.
hear about
You
it then.
come right in on BS this morning.
Listen, I got stuff to do today.
All I can tell you is
Good morning. That's all you can say is good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all the bumpers. It is an event-filled weekend. Tonight is Harletta's birthday party.
facts.
7 o'clock at the Roll House. Don't
Oh
meet me
yeah, I'm
there.
getting
Beat
time. I
me
gotta
there.
see what Miss Eunice said. Miss
What she
Eunice
say?
said, listen, it's easy to point fingers and say who is lying or not, but the reality is what one person says and what the other hears. It's not always the same.
Tony, you take that time card and
See, Miss Eunice put it right in for me, just like I needed it. You put it together though, but it all worked out. Like I said, everything worked out. But now that you here, how did you feel about Seamus and that letter? Am I saying his name wrong? When he called himself scolding the council, the
Oh,
council.
I ain't read Seamoss letter yet. Let me
It's
read it.
Seamus or Seamus?
Seamoss?
I don't know. I don't want to butcher that man's name, and he be come over and be like Jordan and not Jordan.
Seamoss. Seamoss? Um,
Wow, I said Mr. Moore revealed Harper is paying that lady salary without council approval. Shamus. Shamus.
Seamus.
That's his name. So what lady getting paid through the oh, you ain't talking about the lady that's running the center, is you?
What you say?
Nah, I was looking at what Allen said. Mr. Moore revealed Harper is paying that lady salary without council approval. Boy, this
Ain't Arbor paying most salaries with that 75,000
oh,
salary?
Directive May Center. Wow. But how much is
But
her pay?
but didn't he say that she was over?
It's not open though. Remember they said it wasn't. The McKinley Center ain't open.
It don't matter. But didn't he say that she was over both of them?
Well, she said she didn't know. Remember that was her first time hearing it.
Mm.
But how is he paying her? Oh, that's the fire chief wife. That's that friend's brothers and in-laws deal, allegedly.
I ain't know. Allegedly, she married to the fire
She
chief.
is. Oh, well, no
Period.
wonder she got to be the director then. Well, that's a fact. We went from allegedly to a fact. And don't nobody see nothing wrong with that?
They don't say nothing. If they do see something wrong, they sure don't say shit.
Yeah, he got to say, but how much is her salary though? When her salary gonna be 80,000, the mayor has a $75,000 budget. That's why I've been saying they need when they get that fifth vote, take that down to 99 cents, and let's see how many 99 cents he gonna spend. No, they did say she was. Mr. Moore might be out. Mr. Moore need to be fired, and that's a fact. Oh, said that's why council wanted her salary adjusted. But who is even going for these games right here? Hey, Mark Hutchinson, I'm with you with that. Now, regarding Seamus, this is what Mark's saying. When exactly and where exactly do employees get to make public posts about their employer? This is a fireable offense. I will call him to the podium and tell him, you know what you can do and sit down. But this administration been disrespectful. When this mayor had his 6 votes, his super majority, he been letting them come down, and people forgot how Whittigan talked to Mays.
Mm.
I know y'all ain't forgot that. This council has been letting them come down there. And that's why I don't be knowing how they can be smiling with each other, laughing with each other, and then be cutthroat not even 30 minutes later. I couldn't play them games like that. I'm hey Donnell Meredith, you right. Kevin Earls, good morning. Neely need to be gone, not just him. Neely need to be gone, to be honest with you. But what can you do when you got the games that's being played? I'd be tired of looking at them. Thank you, brother Kevin Earls. I'd be tired of looking at it.
Good morning. Good morning.
I don't think I'd be tired. I'm dead serious. I'd be tired of looking at them. When you study coming down the council. Denise DeLoach, that lady who quit did the same thing to Dennis. Who quit yesterday? Oh, she talked about, okay. Oh yeah, hey, listen, the Flint beat is terrible. I never seen something like a publication on what they be putting out. It's terrible. It was terrible. Some of the stuff the Flint beat be putting out is terrible. And I actually thought, you know what I'm saying, I liked Jaquanda Johnson as an individual. I'm like, I Kevin Miller resigned. Facts. Okay. The DPW director, wasn't it?
And that's what Tanya announced the other day, didn't she?
Yeah. It said, remember the one lady who owned Queen Provision made a public post about Dennis. These people are tripping.
Emily Dewar, that's when she posted that.
Oh, when she put that lie out there?
Yeah.
They said there's something known as a recall with enough signatures on the petition. Listen. I don't really think a lot of these people want this stuff cleared up. If you clear up the corruption in Flint, do you know how much? You know how many people would probably be out of a job, out of making money?
It's $5 Friday.
If you clean it up, do you know how much? You know how much stuff would be stopped? Can you imagine Flint being cleaned up?
I don't know what that looks like.
Yeah, you do. Just close your eyes and think about when you was in Grand Blanc. In the streets, you can ride up and down the streets, not potholes, hearing gunshots every day.
My subdivision was pothole field. I don't know where y'all thought I stayed at out there.
I heard you was deep. You was past ballroom. They was lying.
Wherever they said I was at, that's what I want y'all to believe.
Now, you know they said you was deep
I ain't explaining shit to nobody.
Oh, you ain't explaining now.
Whatever they said, that's where I was at.
Well, okay, let's answer this question. Did you hear gunshots every day?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well then you know how Flint could be then. Can you imagine Flint without gunshots?
Yes.
Now you took me all the way around the corner and you couldn't imagine Flint without madness.
What do you want from me?
Well, family, this is the time where I cuss her out. Well, we about to go off early and I can tell you I tried my best. I tried it, like, you know.
What do you want
I guess after
them
couple of shows that we did, this is where like we really get into the stage. I get to where I can't stand her.
I thought yesterday was a good day.
I thought it wasn't.
You know that yesterday was a good day? With your lying ass, you just sat up here earlier and said you thought yesterday was a good day.
Because I could just because I wanted to lie. I just needed you to get here before I can go now.
Well, go.
I'm out, family. I see y'all. I see y'all Monday.
Can handle this.
You sure can.
No, you can't cut it off though.
No, I ain't cutting it off. I did my hour. Time for you to do your hour. I'm out. Trev running in the background anyway.
I'll do my hour. I don't know what I need to talk about though. What y'all want to talk about today? Let me know. I know we need some more people in this chat and get them likes up. I see almost 300 people in this chat and I only got 95 likes. That's not very good to me. He gonna fix this camera one day while I ain't gotta look over here so I can see the comments and talk to y'all at the same time.
When hell freeze over.
Well, then I can't be answering the comments when they be like, "Why you don't see my comment?" Because I look over here at the camera.
A lot of times, some of them comments they want read don't even need to be read. New one with the $5. Happy, happy, my good brother. Please don't cuss out Winter. You know what? That's why I'm gonna let her do her hour because I did mine.
This is supposed to be a joint effort.
I thought it was too. When you come in about 40 minutes late, the joint
You
effort went
know
out
what
the
I
window.
had to do
I don't
today.
care what you had to do. I didn't have to go.
You hear that, Mama? He said he don't care what I had to do. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Like I said, family, I don't know why I even deal with her. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the madness. Let me get back. I'm gonna start changing this to the Mickey's bump in the morning, and she come when she wanna come. That's what I'm saying. Unprofessional. Nah, Lord, you know, Lord, I read all y'all comments. I wanted to. You know what, Harmony? I think they did when we got off. They had a conversation when they was on the air. Everything was good. Oh, keep St. Louis in well. Let's keep St. Louis in their prayers. Hey, Mark, they don't have no they don't have no ENA board. They don't have no ombudsman. So how can you make a complaint? How can you make a complaint? But man, this mayor boy, I tell you, when they get them titles, they lost their mind. They lost their mind. When you don't have no what up, Snowman? When you don't have no ENA board, no strong ENA board, you don't have no ombudsman. Like it was a lot of points that was made that I think it went over a lot of our heads. How is the administration gonna pick the umbuzz person? Francine Johnson, good morning. I just let's see. Okay, I'm back. What is it? You know, hey, listen, it's Alan with Neely and them. Hey, listen. Hey, Alan, you know what? That man is a masterful politician. I can say that. I didn't know he was that. You know, whoever taught him, man, he know how to play. He know these. He know his people. Hey, listen, what up, Woody Wood? This I'll give him this credit, man. That man know how to politic. Hey, Chris. I don't know if I mean, I guess some said they did file some. Are we sending prayer? Yeah, we got to send prayers out to St. Louis. Everybody, send prayers out to St. Louis. I'm just like I say. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still listen until this council. Emergency ENA board meeting to do what? No name. Like, do you understand when you got one of your own people out here siding with the mayor? Do Harris know that his legs already been cut from up under him? That's just like, oh, we gonna take they pay. What is really they gonna do? And they don't have no buzz person. They don't have enough people to even to make quorum. All it take is a couple people not to show up, and then they don't have quorum. So that wouldn't even hold no weight. Would he? They can't even. He I this and don't get me wrong. I like Pastor Harris, but Bishop Harris. What is his Bishop Harris? Is he the ENA board brother? The president of the ENA board. You can't be playing with these people. You couldn't even you saying you let Judy and Candace them say that they wouldn't elect nobody. Then have to go to the judge and do something. So y'all know how it is. What up, Duke? What up, good brother? I can't complain.
Put these on.
Debbie Clark
I
with
want
the
to know who's going to
$5
stand
super
up and be
chat. I
there for
want
the
to know
first
who's
one
gonna.
too. My mic. Okay. Did you tell him what happened yesterday on the phone call?
Nah, you had it. I did.
You was on there with me.
I was listening and I got off.
Mickey don't like to be a damn witness to nothing. You know that. So listen. I don't know. Are you guys still interested in what happened yesterday, or have we moved on from that? Because if we moved on, we can just move on and we can just do something else. Because as far as I know, I woke up this morning, we still got the park. Did nothing go bad yesterday. So, well, last night. So I did get a call back yesterday from Miss Rose before I introduce my guest over here, sitting to the left of me. Let me tell y'all what happened. So, Miss Rose is cooking for some baby shower. I'm just gonna be real transparent with y'all. Snow, quit bringing your ass on here promoting your stuff. Yeah, it's our show. And so, we she called me and she said that she was going to like get back with us or get back with Jed, or she had to see what was going on. She was getting phone calls. She was gonna have to listen to the show because she was getting calls and all of that type of stuff. So the question was like, how did you get to be this middleman? Because remember, I came on here and told y'all that Maria was gonna be doing the cooking for the shindig for the protest. And when I talked to Miss Rose yesterday, she was like, I made the call to Maurice to see if we could use his stage, and because we wanted to do something. And it was like, I'm listening to her, and the way she's explaining it to me is like Maurice didn't know about nothing that was going on. He got a call and asked to use his stage. He said, okay. So what I picked up, everybody saying hey to Jacob fella. Jake, go on and tell these people hi real quick.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's all love, baby. Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the morning.
So what happened was she called Maurice and said to him, so no, Rose is no longer the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, she giving. She's giving because I'm still stuck. So she calls him and she asked him to use the stage, and she in my opinion, I don't know who told her to insert herself. I can understand her trying to help, but the way she talked and the way I took it in, it was like, okay, I talked to Jed, and what Jed did with the casket was cool and all, but right, but we got it from here. And we gonna do something here, and we gonna do this at the park, and we gonna have this person do this, and we gonna have this person do this. I'm like, who the fuck is we? Who is we? And we gonna have people do the hot dogs he at when we get through with everything. And it's like, what we who? What are you talking about? So I was still lost, confused, dazed. I didn't know what the hell was going on when I got through with her on the phone, because I was asking questions. Right, IB, I was just like you. I was asking questions, and she really was just going around the bush. It was like she was blaming it on Maurice. She said, well, the mayor called Maurice. Maurice called me. She said Maurice told her that it was off. Maurice came in yesterday morning, and the first thing he said that y'all could still use the park. The only time he said you couldn't use the park is, when when they got a little upset with each other. I don't know, and I have not took this back to Jed, so I don't know. I don't know if. Well, when I did talk to Jed, it's just a big question mark for me. When I did talk to Jed, he didn't really make it seem like he knew what the hell. Like Rose wasn't the go between person. And just he stood 10 toes down with what he said on here yesterday. Can't nobody cancel nothing that they didn't start. Like, I started this. How she gonna cancel it? This my stuff. So, yeah, you heard me, Miss. You heard me, King. You heard me. And Mickey was on the phone. She blamed you, and I'm like, that ain't what the King said. That ain't what he said. And y'all know I don't do all of them blasting texts and all that type of stuff, but I know what she said. And I think Miss Rose I think she might then stepped off into a little something. Then she trying to clean it up now. She just trying to clean it up a little bit. So it's all I can say with that is stay tuned. Chris Caleb said, who made the flyer to cancel it? Rose. Who made the flyer to get it going? Rose. Who called Maurice? Rose. Who texted me and Mickey and said it was canceled? Rose. Who couldn't call back in yesterday when we had questions? Rose. When did Rose call back? Right after the show was over. So it was like, I don't know. Harmony said, stop talking to the cops. Jake, they told me stop talking to the cops.
We don't do that.
We don't talk to the cops. Okay. So that's all I got about that. Listen, it's Friday. We trying to do something. Y'all want to talk? Y'all say we always talk about bad stuff in Flint. We always talk. Well, let's talk about good stuff in Flint and some stuff that's going on. And we can, after I dig into this some more this weekend, because I know it's gonna be a lot more that's gonna come out. I see y'all comments. Who told Rose to cancel it? Nobody. Bought and paid for it. Like, I see all of that. And we gonna dig into that Monday because I know it's a whole lot more to this story, and I didn't have the time yesterday to go back and forth with everybody. I was tired. But like I said, tonight at 7:00 at the Roll House, it is a birthday party for my cousin Harletta Martin. We gotta go and support her.
Was Harletta's birthday?
Yeah, her birthday Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
And she having the party tonight at 7.
I'm coming up there. Tell her happy birthday, Harletta.
Happy birthday, Harletta, if you listening.
That's my baby.
You ain't seen her yet.
No,
You ain't been up to the Roll House yet?
The what?
The Roll House.
Nah, she work over there?
No, she just be up there all the time.
Oh, okay. No, I ain't been over there yet. No, I was
Okay.
saving that for the weekend. I seen Dink down at Pooh Diddy opening down at his place on the bricks. I seen him over there. Oh yeah, I seen him over there. Okay. So I told him I'll be there before the premiere. So I'll be there tonight. It's perfect time and it's good.
Yeah, it is. It's everybody gonna be there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on deck.
I've been singing killers on my team all week. So I got a killer on my team. Listen. So Jake, rapper, author, and now what? Movie producer, executive producer, movie star, actor. You got all of this under your belt. And you doing the premiere right here tomorrow in Flint, Michigan at the Rave Theaters on Corona Road. And it started at 6:30. 6:30?
6:30 to 8 p.m. Yeah.
Doors open at
6:30.
Doors open at 6:30.
Be there and be in the auditorium at 6:30.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Be there and be in the auditorium at 6:30.
Yeah.
So tell us more about it. I don't know why they can't hear you. You got
Hello.
Okay, that's better. That's
y'all
better.
there?
That's better because I can't hear you in my headphones. Okay.
Yeah. So what? like I tell all my partners, everybody, I'm just be joking, but I say, yeah, I'm on the same theater where they showed the Iron Man and the Terminator. Yeah, yeah. So I'm on one of them screens now, man. So y'all come out and support y'all mans, and but I just be joking. But yeah, tomorrow it's gonna be an epic event. I brought it back to Flint just because I wanted to show it to y'all first, and it was a lot of actors from Flint that I chose and picked to be in the movie, and then a lot of them had never even acted before, but I just know like Flint, we all actors. That's one thing about Flint. We got a city full of people with career. Like even when y'all talk about the politics and all the stuff,
Right.
and I'll be thinking like, how can we find a resolution to the problem? But there's too many egos and there's too many characters for them to be able to come up with to fit all in the same movie script, so to speak. And that's hard but once again, everybody in Flint they know how to play their role. So with so many actors or people, you don't even need, all you got to do is just find somebody to act like that and do that. It's somebody somewhere for every part in every movie from Flint that already do that in their real life anyway. So that's how I picked a lot of the characters for the movie. And but I wanted to bring it back home. So for one, so them and their family could see it. And like I said, just get a city something, to do different outside of just clubbing and barring and this, but, let them see that, this is what we capable of, independent artists from Flint, independent executive producer now doing movies, like it's more that we capable of, and we can use our time more wisely, reinventing ourselves and being productive, and creating things that can be possibly beneficial to ourselves and for our city and people that's in it, you know what I'm saying, and put us on the map even more, so that was my goal by doing so. So the name of the movie is called Payback is Karma. So everybody in Flint, once again, y'all can understand that title, right?
Okay.
Y'all, these politics sound like Payback is Karma every time I hear a podcast.
Big karma.
Somebody somebody trying to pay somebody back, somebody got a problem with somebody did something wrong, somebody stepped on somebody's toes. Yeah, so I mean, it's just the title fits, just everyday normal life, especially Flint lifestyle and the drama that go on. And sometimes I just call it messy, but you know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge?
Listen, I seen you had Reggie Bradford in the movie. Child, what is Reggie playing in that movie?
What he do in real life?
Really?
I mean, he ain't a construction worker,
Right.
but he ain't nothing but a muscle bound muscle man. So he plays security. He play one of my personal security guards.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
So tell us, tell us. We got almost 300 people on here. Tell us what was your favorite scene in the movie, and what's the movie a little bit? What's it about? Give us a little sneak peek.
Well, one of my favorite scenes in the movie to me is I got the Archbishop Don Big Juan. Shout out to the church. He in the movie, and he kind of in between in one scene, and he do this in real life. Whenever I'm going through something or something going on in my life, and I might be feeling some type of way, he'll always send me a text or something out of the blue. But it'd be right on time with what I might be going through or how I might be feeling in my life at that moment. This man is like phenomenal for doing that in my life. So at this particular point in the movie, he just give me a call. I don't answer the phone, but then he leave me a message. But the message he leave and what he say is like he leaving a message, chopping it up, just checking on the player, bam, 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 bam. But then the message he leave and what he say is like every time I see the scene, it touch me. It's like his words, and it's something that every person should hear from a friend calling. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If they going through something, if they not, but just a friend checking on you. So that's one of my favorite parts. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
That's like everyday life.
Yeah.
Because I know when he call you, it's like the world stop. Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to my mans now, see what's going on.
Yeah, for real.
They didn't made you break the chain back out.
Yeah, well, they made me, make them have to step it up. Recognize, it's branding. I have a lot of chains, but the one with my name on it, I go places y'all can know. You gotta let we from Flint. We gotta let them know who we are. So that's what the chain stands for. But once again, back to the movie. Like I said, I think it's gonna be. I think everybody gonna appreciate it. Once again, it's nothing low budget about it at all. I spared no expense to give us, to represent us correctly. And it took me a long time to actually bring it to life because it's unlike a music video, I done shot, plenty of music videos,
Right.
and those are easy to, turnaround time in a video. It's not that hard. But a movie, it took a whole lot of different layers and elements. And once again, it was my first movie. I wasn't even thinking about shooting a movie. So I got hit with it, and the guy called me, "You want to shoot a movie?" I'm like, I wasn't thinking about shooting no movie, but first things first, what it's going to cost me, And he
Right.
told me the amount, and I said, okay, I might can pull that off. I got that, And so it went on from there. And then next thing you know, I sent him the deposit, and he told me that I got to write the movie. Now, after I sent him half the money, he got
Hey,
me. He
you
got me.
gotta write it.
Yeah, I got to write it. I thought he was
Wow.
going to write the movie.
Right.
So I thought he was going to write the movie. So when I sent him half of the money, he said, okay, now you got to write it, Jake. I said, write it? I thought he was going to do everything, and all I had to do was just act in it. That's all. That was my initial thoughts. But the man came and but I'm glad he did that, because it made me, now I know how to create a movie. I know how to executive produce a movie. I know how to star in a movie. I know the ins and outs and things I got to do. I know the time frame and take. I know the audio is very important, So I just learned so much through the process. So I'm so glad that he made me do it, because once again, it's now my plan is to continue to write my books, turn my books into movies. So if y'all didn't know, I was on here before. Maybe I was in the comments talking, and y'all had promoted my book that released 2 months ago. Well, that book is what this movie is about. So it's a book. It was released 2 weeks ago. Now the movie is coming out in July, but I'm bringing it to Flint first for an exclusive movie premiere. But long story short, Payback is Karma the book, and now Payback is Karma the movie is being released. So that's my formula that I plan to do for the rest of my life, is writing my books, turning them into movies, acting, and possibly going into blockbuster movies and being in Hollywood. And that's my goal and focus right now for life.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. So we got people in here that's talking about, congratulating you, talking about, they want to do a movie, they want to write a book. They just want to get off into the entertainment world. What advice could you give somebody that wants to follow along in your path and start off like with a movie? Like, you just wake up and say, I want to write a movie. I want to be in a movie. It's not that easy, Jake.
No, it's definitely not that easy. Well, first you have to have a story. I mean, you gotta have a story, and then so that's why I said my formula is having my book. Then from my book, see, so just say if you write a book about your story, whatever you want your movie to be about, then you can take that story or that book, and for one, make money off the book, and then for two, have someone make a movie script from your book. So that's my formula now. So I'm always into creating a simplistic formula that I don't have to have a lot of hands involved in. I can just go, okay, I can write the book myself. So now I wrote the book. I got to get it edited. I got to go through this. I got to go through that. Bam, then I get it released. But now once this finished product comes back, I can take that finished product and give that to a script writer. And they can go through my book and then turn it into script and create the characters and create the this and create the that. Then if I like it, now all I got to do is get a film crew, do a casting call, pick the actors who gonna play the characters. Then after that, you got to find your locations where you're gonna shoot at that relate to the visuals. That's gonna be where the movie gonna be. Places you're gonna shoot the movie at. And once again, that's kind of like the main formula of it. Then after that is the final process, is the bigger process as far as the editing of the movie, making sure the audio is proper, the lighting in the movie is right, and the color, having somebody color correct it, and so it's a major step going into even after you shoot the movie, it's still some major stages of it. So, but my suggestion, if somebody got a hell of a story they want to tell and they want to turn it into a book, or even if it's just not, if it's a true story, a story they made up, it's an idea, I suggest write a book about it, and then from there it'll be easier to get your book turned into a script, instead of just giving somebody a whole bunch of pieces of paper or a whole bunch of typed up stuff that ain't formulated properly. And then you say, hey, take this and then turn this into a script. It's gonna be like, the story all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But if the book is already formulated, then it's easier for a script writer to turn it and go from there and turn it into a movie script.
Okay. So when I'm sitting there taking notes tomorrow night is press.
What's press?
I'm gonna be pressed. Like, I'm pressed. I'm gonna do book review. I'm gonna do a movie review.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna come back on here and tell them if I like it or not.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Because I may not break it.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing about it. No, and see, everybody has that option.
Right.
So I want honest opinion, and everybody is entitled to feel how it actually makes them feel. Me, I think it's a good movie for my first movie for the first time, and then if you was there, but anybody that was there behind the scenes to see everything that was going down, I mean, literally, it was the debacle for me to have to do it because I was paying all my money. I was starring in it. I was having to get people to do it. I was having to get the locations. I mean, I was
Right.
doing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 jobs that I could have if it was something like a buddy of mine. He was there that shot a movie before. He said, "Man, Jake, I watched you do 8 to 9 things that I paid 8 or 9 different people to do in my movie." He said, "I watched you do them all with no problem." He said, "You would be doing one thing, and once you get done with that, you'll go and shoot your scene. And you'll come back from shooting your scene, and the thing you was doing before you went to shoot the scene, you went right back into that as though you never left off, and you got that done, and you went and did that."
Because you never sleep.
He said, "Man, you was like," he said, "Man, I can't even lie. This is his own words." He said, "Man, watching you was like watching a robot."
Yeah. You never sleep, Jay. You never sleep.
Well, if you sleep so let me do some math for y'all real quick, just on another note. But if you sleep 8 hours a day and you live to be 60 years old, I need somebody to answer this question. One more time. If you sleep 8 hours every single day of your life and you live to be 60 years old, how many years did you sleep? Can somebody answer that off the top of the dome real quick for us?
I'm going to say 5.
No. So we break it down like this. In the day, it's 24 hours. 8 is divided into 24 3 times. 60, 3 is divided in, so you go, and 2 is divided into 60. What was that? No. So long story short, if you sleep 8 hours a day, every day of your life, and you live to be 60 years old, you done slept 20 whole years of your life away.
Damn.
20. If you just sleep 8 hours a day.
Damn.
So who want to sleep 20 years of their life away? So me, I choose to be woke, be up, be motivated, stay grinding. And, I don't get long, deep 8-hour sleeps. I get what I call Mac naps. And then I'm back at it.
Stop, Jake. I got Sandra Nichols Martin on here said, Jake, my granddaughter, Elena?
Yeah, she in that
Just
movie.
told me she's in your movie.
Yeah, she is. She in the
Okay.
movie. Yeah, Elena, my baby.
So we gotta see your grandbaby then tomorrow. I'm gonna let you know how it is Monday. All of y'all need to come out to the movie premiere tomorrow at 6:30 at Rave on Corona Road, and then after that is where it's going down.
Oh yeah, then it's the after. Then we celebrating all the hard work, all the dedication, all the blood, sweat, and tears. I mean, once again, it was so during this whole process, it was a lot of people that actually acted in the movie and played roles or assisted with the making of the movie that was here in Flint that have passed away and that are no longer with us. They've transitioned. So rest in, like, we got Gator. Gator was my go-to guy. I used his RV for everything. He moved me around to every location. We actually, the scene I'm talking about with the bishop saying what he said about when he was calling checking on me, that's my favorite scene. He did that scene inside of our, Gator's RV. So Gator was a big part, you know what I'm saying? He's no longer with us, you know what I'm saying? Bernard Terry, the movie wouldn't even be what it is right now as far as as far as the audio quality, because BT always did all of our music from Breed to Ready for the World. He was the best musical engineer Flint ever seen, you know what I'm saying? And a great man on top of that, but he is what I always call my musical father. And so what he did was, when he seen I had the dilemma where I got the movie, but the audio wasn't right, because when the director gave it to me, he just basically gave it to me and like, do what you're gonna do, but this is all I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? And I could have put it out, but at that quality, it just wasn't. It was unacceptable to me.
Right.
I couldn't put out a halfway. To me, it just wasn't at the level of a real level, real movie. Everything else was, but the audio was just kind of trash. You know what I'm saying? So Bernard went and took a master class and learned how to do movie editing as far as audio. Then once he took that, it took him a month or two. Then he called me back. He said, Jake, I'm ready for you, doctor. And then he turned it and he got the audio all the way together. I'm talking about to where it's now it's Hollywood ready. So but shout out to BT, he passed away. He's not with us. Big Stan, him and Reggie played my security, my my personal bodyguards. Big Stan passed away. Zoe, he played the main character in it. Leroy Bowling. You know what I'm saying? And he really did good in it. And he passed away. Benjamin Sykes, Big Ben, you know what I'm saying? He played a role in it and was a character. He passed away, so it's a lot of people that was actually in this movie that one. So that's it's so important and near and dear to my heart that I actually made sure I got it out by all means necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about all them names I named, they all believed in me. They all gave they all to help me. They all had my back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be what they did for me. Even even with them not being here. Rest in peace to all of them. But I don't want to be the love. I don't want to take the love the love and the work that they put into this and let it not be appreciated and bring it to life. Right. So it was a must that I had to do it, and so that's where we at now. And so that's why I'm bringing it back to Flint. They people, everybody, the city. We can rally behind it. And we got one of our own. You know what I'm saying? Going out there doing what them Detroit boys doing on Tubi and everywhere. Y'all got one of y'all own finna do that same thing, and it's gonna be more actors I'm gonna pick from Flint. It's gonna be more characters and more movies I'm gonna shoot in Flint. So if you come out and be a part of this, you can possibly in the party I can meet you. We can talk possibly. Hey man, and then I might get a chance to know you a little bit or just see you. Be like, okay, I remember that person. She was at the movie premiere. He was at the movie premiere. Or they was at the after party. Okay, now when I get to shoot, y'all hear me doing a casting call and y'all show up. Be like, yeah, Jake, I was at the movie. I was at the after party. That just shows that you came out and supported. But you can't be, we always want to get something for nothing. Right. And try to slide in and slither in and sneak by not, man, give a little something. Come and support a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that might make it, like the bishop always tell the one player, he was like, man, the one player say the bishop, he said the bishop never noticed him. And he said, the bishop, he said, man, paint your car bright or something, man, do something spectacular. Then I might notice you. Yeah, so do something to make me notice you, you know what I'm saying, and make the world notice you. But these movies, can make the whole world notice us and represent and see what Flint got, the talent that Flint really got, not just on, recording artists and different things. Like we multifaceted, we are multitaskers and we have different talents. So when you say recording artist, executive producer, book author, you know what I'm saying? All of these things are things I didn't go to school for these things. Nobody taught me these things. You know what I'm saying? This is just passion and desire, and that's what we got in Flint. We got a lot of passion and desire, but we put it in a lot of time we put it in the wrong direction.
Look, one of our viewers said they didn't even know Bree was from Flint. Yes, Bree was. What? You didn't know Bree was from Flint?
He said Flint, and he said that city he's saying with no pity, that's Flint.
Flint.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Flint. Yep. She said she didn't know that, but she knew Ready for the World was.
Yeah, Breed too. So once again, we have to we just have to think wider and outside of the box, and like I say, use our time wisely creating. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, I got the Flint spirit in my bones, in my belly button. I'm talking about deep in my soul. So I got a whole lot of audacity. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm one of them. So it ain't nothing I can't do. Who better than me? Where y'all at? Who wants some? That's what Flint really about. That's the era I come from. I ain't afraid of nothing. It ain't nothing nobody doing that I can't do. And I don't care who they doing it. So my goal now, I'm gonna be the next Samuel L. Jackson in Hollywood. He gonna get old and I'm gonna be young. I'm coming right behind. Yeah, so that's my goal. So who to say I can't do it? Some people may say I can't, but I say I can, and I can even probably excel to be better.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where can we get these tickets at for the movie premiere and for
They're in my back pocket.
Well, Jake, people can't see you all day.
I'm just talking junk. Yeah, but y'all can get the tickets from Eventbrite. Y'all get y'all tickets from Eventbrite. They're going up at 12 p.m. so you can get them right now because it's Memorial Day weekend and we only got limited seats right now, so it's only so many left. So those the last batch of them gonna be going for 25 right now. So you can go to Eventbrite. Excuse me,
I'll share it on
Eventbrite.com.
my page. It's
Yeah,
been on there all week.
go to Eventbrite.com and then just type in payback, one word, payback is karma movie premiere. And then they're going to pop up and then you'll get them for 25 plus whatever little tax the Eventbrite put on them. Or you can inbox me on Facebook and then I'm going to be out in the city moving all day. I've been based downtown at Sweetwaters and different places, Pooh Diddy restaurant. So I might be over at the Vets, but you can meet me. I'm gonna be at the Roadhouse tonight at 7 for our letter party. So if you inbox me on Facebook, then I'll be able to, you can pull up on me or I'll meet you somewhere. You can get your tickets directly from me. They 25 a piece if you get them from me. But on Eventbrite, they 25 right now. But at 12 o'clock today, they're gonna go up to 35 on Eventbrite. So if you're gonna get them online, then go in and do it right now. And then that way you don't get taxed that extra $10 when it turns 12 o'clock.
Detroit Boy said, was your movie shot mostly in Flint?
Mostly in Flint, then and some in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly in Flint and some scenes in Dallas as well.
Okay. Now you didn't stepped onto the bump, so I got to be myself and ask you a couple questions.
Go right ahead.
The casket that was heard around the world. What's? I know you're gonna keep it 100, so I ain't even got to say keep it real with me. What did you think about that whole casket protest and what they did? Symbolizing the water crisis or whatever you thought it symbolized. What did you think about that happening here in Flint?
I'm just like Jesus when they asked him about the woman and he got down and they tried to put him in a trick bag, right, and try to get him. And they said he put his head down and then he stood and then he said he started playing in the sand and then all he said then when he didn't give him no answer, he just looked up. He said, "He without sin cast the first stone." Cause they was all standing around ready to stone the lady because they had caught her doing adultery and they wanted to. And that was the rule back then. If you got caught doing, then they killed you. They stoned you to death. So they was trying to put Jesus in the trick bag to say should they stone her or shouldn't they stone her? But he never answered the question. All he did was kneel down and played in the sand. And then when he came up and said he without sin cast the first stone. And then when he said that, everybody just started dropping their stones and nobody stoned her because they all was guilty of something, of sin. So I'm going to just say that, once we can look at what we understand that he's in the position to possibly make the change. But once again, I just think that, it was one hell of a spectacle. Now, let me just say that. I can't say that now. I can't say that. But was it going to actually produce change? And so I like to do things that are actually effective. And how can we make a change literally? So spectacles are good because those things gain awareness. And I wouldn't just call it a spectacle, but it was around the world is what is how people could see it, but it definitely brought awareness back to it. It put it at his front door. Damn sure did that. But once again, how can we really get the actual, how can the reason it was being done, how can we actually get that done? I mean, how can we, what's the most effective?
Come together.
Yeah, what's the most effective thing to make it work? So sometime that might put people, because we all got Flint attitudes. He a Flintstone. So he'd be like, man, man, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might push somebody farther back in a corner when they might have been on their way about to come around. But then you do something like that to them. Now you didn't push them. Now they really like F it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I just think that we should always just evaluate the most effective way to do things. And sometimes, but to be on the side of the person who done it. Sometimes when we not getting no response, we not getting no answers. We got to do something bodacious. You know what I'm saying? To be, to get notice and let y'all, let them. Hey man, we mean business. Hey, what's up? So that's what that statement kind of said to me when it was done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yellow.
What questions you got for Mr. Jacob?
I was listening while I was outside trying taking some business.
I know he be listening because I know you got. I know you got a couple.
No, I've been telling y'all like his entrepreneur game, the independent. Like I've been watching the brother for a long time. So and seeing that he putting a movie down like how he said he want to do it, how the people in Detroit do it. I've been waiting on somebody to open the door up. Cause this is what he been talking. I've been saying, and I just ain't had at the time and know how, and then see how he doing it from the ground up. Him linking up with, 'cause I was watching one of his videos he had just did. What's the brother and sister to write the books? I don't want to say their names wrong.
Oh, Ashley and Jaquavis.
Ashley and Jaquavis, like how he's saying when he, I could give him some, I would do this and that. I'm always watching stuff, and I'm like that's how it's supposed to be.
Yo,
Like,
we got a network. We got a network. Well, you network with your own. Like I'm saying, that's what I just said. Like somebody come and you might can get a chance to meet me. I might can't entertain everybody in one night and one time because it's a celebration for what I've got going. But at the same time, hey, I can shake your hand. I can see your face. Notice you was
Right.
there. You can, bam, 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 and then possibly futuristically, you might need something from me. You might call me. You might be casted for a movie. You might come out to a casting call and get selected. So, but it's like we have to work with our own. And me, I got no problem with sharing information because, a lot of things, people share with me, and then a lot of things like I can't bother somebody about my thing and make it they thing. It's not their thing. It's my thing. It's my vision. It's my passion. But if they got any assistance that they can give me in any kind of direction that they can point me in, then I'm appreciative of that. So, and that's what Jaquavis, he really did for me. You know what I'm saying? He assisted me and but I be having so many questions to call and ask this man when I was going through different stuff and running into problems. And I'm like, shit, I can't keep bothering this man with this little old lady, SHIT. I got to figure this thing out on my own. And that's what I did. So a lot of things that I wanted to ask him about because he had already assisted me and gave me so much valuable information, I was just being considerate of his time and his space, and that's what we have to do as well. We can't get mad because somebody won't spend all their time trying to get you to do your thing. I can like the thing I just said about the book. You want to write a movies, or write a book first. Then you can go find you a script writer easier, and then turn that into a script. But first you got to sit down and write the book. Now, how you gonna do that? In order to write a book, in order to write anything, the first thing you have to do, this is the golden rule of being a writer, you have to sit your monkey ass down. So if you don't sit down, you ain't gonna never get it done. You're gonna be just walking around, prancing around, talking about, I got a book. I want to put out a book. I want to put out a movie. I want to put it in Alice in Wonderland, blah, 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 blah. Man, quit talking and go sit your butt down and write it and then make it and finish it. Then when you write it and finish it, then you won't just be out here flossing around with words in your mouth. And once again, not doing it, you're not being effective. You're not getting finished. You got to finish the task and come up with finished product in order to move forward. So if you got an unfinished task, you're just wasting your time. You can be doing something even more effective than wasting your time doing that if you're not going to finish the task.
Right.
Yeah.
Very true. What else we got? We got questions for Mr. Jake.
Until we get a question, I'll add this.
Okay.
Like as we can do in Flint, and people, no matter where y'all at, but like life is about evolving. We have to move forward. We have to be able to gauge our life and gauge and see how have we grown, how fast have we grown, or are we even growing at all? And as we look at ourselves in the mirror, when you wake up in the morning and look at yourself every morning and brush your teeth and wash your face, ask yourself, how am I evolving? How am I growing? Have I even grown any? And then if not, how can I start to grow? And it's all within self. You have to have belief in yourself. You have to take the audacity to be outrageously you have to have courage and be, and just be bold and believe. And a lot of times, don't tell people your ideas and dreams. Just go do them because they gonna shatter them because they don't have the vision. It's not their vision, it's yours. Right. So you have to hold on to that thing to yourself. Like I've been holding on to this movie for years. Y'all don't think I wanted to put my movie out and just put it on YouTube and make myself even more famous and have people screaming my name and people giving me my credit and giving me props for how dope my movie is and this and this and this and this and this and this and that. But it's not about that. So being a businessman and being somebody that's serious about it, I had to hold it to the cuff to myself. So I've been watching it on my own TV, just sitting there alone, eating me some popcorn by myself and just saying, God, one day it's going to get to the world. And when it do, I know it's going to do what it's supposed to do. Instead of me rushing it, I had to be patient. You see what I'm saying? But we have to grow. And even if you're not growing a lot, but you're still moving forward and evolving and making yourself better. I don't care what it is, what it do, but just believe in you. Don't give up on you, no matter who give up on you. If everybody, I done had times where it looked like everybody gave up on me. All the people that I thought wouldn't give up on me, even they gave up on me. But guess what? I never gave up on me. And because of that, that's why I'm at where I'm at today. And that's why I got the potential to go where God has blessed me to be able to go futuristically. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. I got faith in it, and I have zero doubts in it.
See, Mickey, what happened to this? What happened to this type of fight that we used to have in Flint? Like I remember back in the day, the stuff that we seeing now, we would not be seeing it. Like what happened to the fight? It's like Flint done lost the fight inside him. Like our fire is just getting blown out.
Nah, when you have like the city was a city that had 200,000 people, you down to maybe about 70,000, if that. So you got to understand, a lot of people left, but what is it to fight for in this thing right now? You know what I'm saying? When you trying to fight for hope, and like I've been saying earlier, to me, when I was just, I'm still shook over some of the conversations I've been having. Like, I think for the, I don't know, to be honest with you. I think a lot of people is just, like Brother Roberts be telling me, like, a lot of them is comfortable in their oppression and don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't see that. They all right, comfortable with bad water that's stinking. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing about, like, I don't know. Maybe they need somebody to spark it, but it's here. It's still people because look at people who still making it out of, in the conditions that it's in. You know what I'm saying? They still strive out of this, and you know what I'm saying? In the condition that this city in, you still got people making it. So I can't say, we might not see it as a collective like it was back in the day. You see more, but it was more people. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, just say 70,000, and we doing math. Break that down. How many is that is young people? How many that is older people? How many
Babies,
is
oh
that
yeah.
break all that down, and then you can see why some of the stuff. And then everybody not united like they used to be.
And like Uncle Carl just said, generations change.
Yeah, like I remember coming up, you had family reunions you had grandmama house. Everybody was at grandmama house. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that no more. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You can go over somebody's house with always a barbecue or a little get together. You know what I'm saying? And like just you don't see them situations like you used to have. It's like everybody scattered. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on their own side.
There's some good comments in here though. Like Snow said, people in Flint have always made lemonade out of lemons. Carl Lewis said, Uncle Carl said, we was babies from the Black Power struggle. No name. Whenever there's life, there's hope. Flint has gone through a lot that has diminished life. So there's no hope, therefore there's no fight. It's sad.
That's what I was about to say. The love and the hope is gone. I mean, and so the answer is, once again, how do we rekindle that? How do we rekindle the love and the hope? Everybody used to be at a grandma house. Ain't nobody at grandma house like they used to be. Even the people that used to, even at my grandmama house right now, everybody don't rally around grandma house like we used to. And why not? What is the reason that we don't do it? You know what I'm saying? Because that's where we all got our foundation and our structure from, and our manners and our understanding and our real love from. Grandma made us love each other. Grandma showed us how to love each other and be. Grandma made sure we didn't fight each other. We didn't go against each other.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It was rules. It was regulations that Grandma had put in place, and then we all followed them. But now everybody grandma ain't there. The grandmama, now the grandmama's on Facebook laying in the bed with her cleavage showing.
Right. Stanley Wood, thanks for the $5 super chat.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, so these are the grandmamas that's raising these generations. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't have those Southern values like our grandmamas that came from the South came up here with and made us stand on them, made us go to church, made us be good, made us pray over our food. All of these different things that like a lot of these values have just diminished and disappeared. And so that's where so that's why it's but the power is in love.
Right.
That's where the power is at, you know what I'm saying? But because you had that love, it gave you strength, even when you didn't have much. Even grandma's house, we didn't always have everything. We was poor, taking bottles to the store, looking for bottles at the next door at Auntie house. Like we was poor. But even though we was poor, we still had power. And the power wasn't the money. The power was the love. That was our power. And that gave us faith. That gave us hope. And that made us not be doubtful. And that made us strong. And I just still carry that same strength right now today. And I try to, that's why I come back to try to implant that into my city, implant that into my people. I don't come to brag or to boast or to show off like what I'm doing. Look at me, bam, 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 I'm better than that. No, I'm humble. I ain't better than nobody. I just believe. I just take chances. Some work, some don't. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I'm finna stop striving and pushing forward to make things happen and believe in things and to do new things and to try new things and to be inspired and to inspire others. I'm never going to get that up.
Do you think it would ever be a chance? Well, anything is possible, first of all. We know anything is possible.
All the time.
But do you see yourself ever coming back to Flint to like make this your home again?
I did that for years. I was in Texas and in Dallas, and I had a house here. I just sold my house last year, but for 10 years I had a house here. People didn't even know it, but I had a house, and for 5 years, and I sold that house. Then I took that same money and bought the house I grew up in that my grandmother and them that lost, and bought that from a guy. Once my grandmother passed, and then bought her old house, the last house that was standing that I actually grew up in. I bought that and lived in that one for 5 years. But what it was like I wanted to stay. I wanted to keep it forever, but I realized, me. And once again, like you said, it's just the energy of the city and how slow things is. There's not a lot of people. And then the mentality of people, it was like I was wasting a lot of time and money and not being productive. So I lost a lot. I lost a lot of ground in those 10 years from me not being here, and all the ground I gained 10 years of not being here I was extremely productive.
So you do believe in the saying that you can outgrow a place?
Possibly. But see, I do believe, even if I don't leave, I mean, I don't come to live, I believe that you got to go get it and come back with it. So I know that because somebody need to see this. Somebody can be inspired by it. If it's just one person that's inspired by it, one young person that just see it or hear about it and know about the story and hear about it, and then they go on to do something spectacular in their life. That was one life that I was able to change, that I was able to inspire. But if I can inspire my entire city, then I got to try to do that. But they seeing it and then seeing it on the internet and social media, that's fine. But then knowing that somebody got the heart to come back, because most people, they be scared to come back to Flint. They don't want to get killed. They don't want to. Some young man, older dude, just came back up to Flint and got killed. So many people, they be out of town living, come back to Flint and they get killed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So people be afraid to come to Flint. You
and
know
that's
what I'm saying?
real life.
Yeah,
that's
they be
real
afraid.
life.
Yeah, for real.
You could just be hanging out at the barbecue. Because I'm going to say a person name that we both done been over at this spot. And her spot that, remember Slim Rest His Soul is not here? Jake Slim.
Slim?
Remember he had the spot over there. What's that? Pasadena and Mason.
Oh, yeah, Slim. That's our guy. Yep, Slim.
Slim. Yeah, remember everybody used to be chilling over in the park. Like,
exactly.
Over in that weather, like we all, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't really see that no more.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I could tell you from the north to the south to out in the buck. Like, you could always go over different people's house and chill. Like, but it was more people here. It's just like, I don't know, I guess the people that held the family together are gone. And it's like the new ones who put, like your aunties and uncles, them who supposed to take over. It's like a lot of them didn't understand what grandma, all the pressures that she had to hold the family together. I think when it came time for other people to step up, they didn't really understand the pressure was what it is to be the head of head of the family.
Exactly.
Like you said earlier, grandmama gonna make y'all put that beef to the side.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? When she got to come, grandmama going to go get all. She not going to be, because you got some people in your family that play, nah, that's not my kid. When grandma like, I'm going to go, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot to come along with, man, that they don't understand when granny left, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things, it hurt the household.
No doubt. It hurt the community, not just the household. It hurt the community. Because granny was there. Your friends could come over. Like, oh, my friend got out of jail after 28 years. One of the first place he went was over my grandmama's house when he talked to me. He's like, I just want to see Miss Johnson. You see what I'm saying? Like, she done something in his life after him being gone 28 years that made him want to go see my grandmother. So that's the kind of impression that grandma leave, not only on her own kids, but on the friends that he was able to come around and be around grandmama and see what she was doing with the family and the love that she gave them.
Nah, but that show you, because I got people who call for my granny out on the beach, they called her mama.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even me, I called her mama. But that's what I'm saying. It's like I say, man, that you don't have to pat your own back. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, 28 years. So what type of impression did she leave on him for him to? That's what I'm saying.
All the impression that she left on him was real love. That was it. That was it. She showed him real love and never judged him and never thought nothing and treated him just like she treated us. And that's what people don't get these days. People, it's favoritism, or you ain't, well, I do this little bit for you. She never did that. And he knows she didn't do it. And however much time he had to think about it, but when he came home, he went over my grandma. He said, yeah, man, I just left your grandma's house. Out of all the places a man can go, you know, we go to my grandma's house, you know what I'm saying? But
so that speak volumes.
So when you say that granny ain't here no more and the grannies done left, well, granny was a nurturer of not just their own families, but of the community.
Yeah.
That love was not just only personal family love. That love was community love.
That sounds like some stuff Pac said a long time ago. He said, hell, I didn't know we was poor. Everybody looked like us.
No, when you back then, people didn't not be like, everybody didn't grow up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying I grew up in the hood, because I know I didn't. I'm just saying what Pac said, not what Winter said.
What I'm saying, but see, people respected their stuff more back then than it is now. It was just a respect factor. I'm thinking it's missing. You know, I ain't saying, you know, during that era it wasn't wild, but it was still a respect factor.
For sure, with more respect.
You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have, like, I remember being a kid when you would see older people, like I said, even with the pastors, you would see a pastor walk by, you wouldn't cuss.
Yeah.
Pastor walk by, now it might be a blunt being lit up, liquor being poured. It's like
the respect is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, even elders, you know, we understood how to respect we was taught in my household, we was taught to respect our elders. You know, my daddy, they didn't make that yes sir to men, but they still yes ma'am to women. You know what I'm saying? That's older than us, and to respect. And like I say, no cursing. I remember I got put on punishment one time because I was going down the street and I didn't know that my other cousin grandmother was on her porch because they had trees where you couldn't see and it was up on the hill. And I'm just going down Dayton Street. I'm cussing like a dog. Man, she must have called my grandmama and told her she seen me cussing like that. And then my grandmother told my daddy, and my daddy was like, yeah, I know what you be doing when I ain't around, little nizzle, but your grandma didn't call me because such and such. Grandma didn't call me, so you know I got to do something. So then I was put on punishment for walking down the street cussing and got caught cussing. You know what I'm saying? But I was punished for that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that was the reason being is because don't get caught out here just, you know, speaking, you know, like that in front of elders. You respect your elders, no matter even if you can't see them, you just be aware of them wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? But that type of discipline and teaching is out the window. And so the young, they don't respect the elders. They don't respect, you know, they don't respect nothing. So, and that's where, you know, that's kind of where, you know, where everything is, that's what's got the thing going downhill instead of uphill.
Yeah.
That's where the title comes from. Payback is karma. Because a lot of them be trying to get payback.
Yeah.
But it's karma that comes with that.
Yeah, it's going to turn around and bust you upside your own head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
And we see that every summer.
Yeah, it's going to bust you upside your own head. You thought even with, I'm going to say rest in peace to my cousin, you know, through marriage, but my Ace Boone Coon, bone scandalous. And there's so many little bone scandalous now in this city. You don't Now all these little boys is they should be in college somewhere or still in high school. They're running around doing what he was doing as a grown man, killing people and this and this and that. But I'm gonna say this is that but with cuz I only when all of this stuff happened, that when it was all said and done, all I could go back was to look at the Bible and what the Bible says. If you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And so as much as dangerous as he was, as feared as he was, as respected as he was for the thing that he did, and everybody knew what he did. But even though with all of that being said, at the end of the day, somebody came and did the same thing to him.
Yeah.
And took his life the same way he was doing to other people and taking their life. So it's like I say, it boomerang right back around and bust you upside your own head eventually. So payback is karma.
Yeah, no, but that's just generations when you see it. Like you can go through any history because it's been rough gangsters all through every history.
Period.
Every history. Period. And then they tell you that how many gangsters have you seen to live that lifestyle retire? Just being in general. Like, so we do got to change. And like you said, and these young people, they killing early.
Ain't that what he said? It used to be one or two bones. Now we got a whole damn city.
Yeah, but I'm saying no, age-wise.
No, they young.
Yeah,
12.
Because you might have here in Chicago,
13.
they was killing at 13, 14.
Yeah.
You getting that here.
Yeah.
You getting that here. That's what it's so wicked. Like, I'm telling you, my cousin was 62 when he got shot at the store. Us got popped and wasn't even in it. Was just coming out and caught one in the leg.
And then they got guns like for the army and
they got
shoot.
military. They got military type
and shooting
guns.
Everything.
They had over 100 shells in the parking lot. He got caught by act. Can you imagine? You just imagine you going to the store to play your numbers and you get hit innocent bystander.
Right.
And you 62.
Your whole damn life you got shot trying to go play your damn midday.
You ain't never been shot, but you could become a 62-year-old man. You know, my cousin's still walking with a limp now. He about 65 right now.
Yeah, so
he don't even go to the side stores now.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta be careful. I mean, once again, this is a dangerous city, and me being comfortable in it and being and from the hood and still be in the hood and got my people, all my dudes, and my hood, they all still posted up in the hood, but I'm not unaware of taking safety precautions, being in my city. And like I said, and just popping up willy-nilly anywhere and everywhere and acting like can't nothing happen to me. That ain't how I move. You know what I'm saying? I'm very aware, you know what I'm saying? So I just make sure I just take God everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I pray. I pray God be with me, keep his hands and arms around me, protecting me. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I need him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me safe. You know what I'm saying? On top of me moving properly and not just being any and everywhere, thinking everything is good. It ain't, because it ain't.
That's right. Very true.
Yeah. So once again, man, I'm here. Thanks y'all for having me. 810, Mick, Winters,
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And give me a chance to let people know to come on out and support and be able to come see this once in a lifetime movie premiere here only in Flint for one time, one show, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all get a chance to go ahead and get your tickets online. Like I say, eventbrite.com. Just put in a search, Payback is Karma movie trailer. Payback is one word. And then or hit me up on Facebook and inbox me.
Or see him tonight at the Roadhouse.
Or see me at the Roadhouse tonight.
Jay gonna be partying tonight,
yeah,
y'all.
I'm coming in.
I'm
gonna step in. Well, I can't stay out too late because I got to be ready for Saturday. Saturday's a big day.
But we'll party with you tomorrow night.
All night. Yeah, but I'm gonna come in there and party. I'm gonna have some drinks with so we're gonna do a little something now.
Okay, all right. We're gonna get out just for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little something. A little something.
I ain't gotta work tomorrow, Mickey.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God.
I ain't gotta work tomorrow.
Thank God.
Yeah, so thank everybody for listening and staying tuned, man. After the other show, everybody's still on here.
Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And we are done. Who we got this weekend, Mickey?
I just mean Elliot on Sunday at 9 a.m.
All right, y'all. See y'all Sunday at 9 a.m. and Monday morning. Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.